Okay.
Murray State head coach Dean Hood, the Racers 32-27 winners over Tennessee Tech this past week. They'll be at home. They're going to host Southeast Missouri on Saturday afternoon, the next to last game of the regular season. So, Coach, thoughts on your team, and then we'll go to some questions.
Yeah, just really proud of our guys. I mean, it was evenly matched game, and Coach Alexander had his guys ready to play, and it was just really, really good college football game. If you didn't care who won, and thought our guys did a great job of having intensity and passion and energy, throughout the whole game from start to finish, from the first kickoff to the final tick. So, really proud of our guys. Got a lot of guys banged up and a lot of guys stepping up and making plays in their teammates' stead. And, happy for them, proud of them, and excited to move forward here and get a game here against SEMO.
Perfect, Coach. We'll go to some questions. John, if you want to start us out.
Dean, good morning.
Morning.
First things first. After a win, I imagine things are a little hyped up, a little bit positive around the camp. How's everyone feeling right now?
Yeah, good. I mean, that's always the case. I mean, this is the greatest profession in the world when you win. It's absolute worst when you lose. I mean, it's just a very, very, very different, deal, but it doesn't change, the reality of the situation, whether you win or lose the next, day after that, you got to go out and start preparing for the next one. And, it's a whole lot easier and feels a lot better, but, there's really no difference in how you go about your business and how you prepare, for that next game. The big thing is to make sure that, in the wins, you're not jaded to the things that you didn't do well and that you got to fix and correct and get better at. And the losses, you got to be sure not to be crushed, by that, because there's a whole lot of things you did well, and usually it's just a matter of tweaking a thing here, a thing there. And, most of the time it's not what you're doing, it's how you're doing it.
Coming off the Tennessee State game, how important was for DJ to have a good outing the other day?
Yeah, really we just, kept stalling, against Tennessee State. It really wasn't a, thing where we thought DJ was playing terrible. We thought really he was playing pretty good. It's just, we needed something, we needed a change. And just like any other position that you have, sometimes it's not necessarily, a guy not doing his job. It's just, hey, we need a change and need some juice and need something, good to happen here or there. Let's try this piece of the puzzle, so, but he did have a really, really good game, against Tech, had some, yards, just naturally with what he does, pulling the ball down when he sees a lane and running on some throws, made some really good throws. Really targeted the right guy based on what they were giving us pretty much the whole day, and took care of the football. So, and then, we had some design runs for him that he did a nice job with the reads, whether to keep it or give it. So, he had an excellent game. Really, really proud of him.
And we'll segue into this part. Preston, of course, did play in the Tennessee State game. Was there a thought of playing him the other day against Tennessee Tech?
Yes, I mean, as long as he's healthy, there were 2 weeks, after Martin, and really probably should have never, played him in the Martin game. But, there were 2 weeks that he, wasn't available. And then, Tennessee State, he was. This game he was, I kind of got the feel from, talking to him and watching him that he wasn't quite as ready as he was, a week ago. I think he was, a little bit sore and all that kind of stuff. So, but anytime that he's available, if we need to use him, if the game dictates it, whatever the situation, we'll get him in there, just like, when he was the starter and healthy and everything was going, we were trying to find ways to get DJ in there and get him going.
As well as y'all played the other day, y'all still allowed Tech to stay in the game and make this very interesting at the end of it. What do y'all got to do to slam the door on these guys?
Well, we just wanted to keep the fans around. It was a nice day. And we didn't want anybody going home early. The people in concessions called down to me on the headset, so we got to sell some more hot dogs. And so we figured we just let them back in the game. No, Coach Alexander's staff is incredible, and So they made adjustments, and, they had injuries they're dealing with too. 6 went out and had to bring another guy in, and then had to do the things that he does well. And they were able to, get us on our heels a little bit. But, our kids made enough plays, when they needed to, and got stops. And, you think about the last drive of our offense. I mean, we didn't go down and kneel it out, in that last drive, but I think we'd shoot up like, 4 or 5 minutes a clock, which is huge, because now it puts them in a pure, throwing situation, and usually it's advantage defense. So, we did enough to get the win against a good football team.
And now you said it was a 3-game season last week. Well, now it's a 2-game season.
Now it's down to 2. Yeah, one at a time. So we were fortunate there last week, and so now it's on to SEMO. They're phenomenal. Coach Tuke does a great job. 6 is eating us up, running the ball every time we played them. They got 2 good quarterbacks, and 1 and 5. Both those kids can run it and throw it. Good wideouts, and 4 and 9. And, 82 is a guy that's catching a lot of balls for him, this fall. So, offensive line that's, tough. Really good every level of their defense. Got some really big guys up front, and then good in the linebacking core and the secondary. So, and they got a really, really good, really good on special teams. A phenomenal special teams group, and great punter, and so I mean, it's going to be big challenge for our guys.
I got 2 more questions. First of all, now we're going to challenge the old adage about 2 good teams playing each other. Can you beat a good team twice in the same season? Well, in college football, you usually don't get to find that out. Well, we do this time.
Yeah, we do this time. We're doing the NFL thing, So, it's a challenge. I mean, it's a tough thing to do, to beat anybody twice, but it's just about our preparation and our mindset, and how we go about things, and then playing racer football, trying to run the ball and trying to stop the run, and control the turnover, battle. I mean, that really, really helped us on Saturday, and then play good special teams. So it's going to be, it is a big challenge, but if our guys come out like they did against Tech, I think it'd be a good football game.
Here's the last one. Do you think Malik Honeycutt gets a chance to do anything on special teams against this team? Because he has terrorized SEMO the last few times he's seen him.
Yeah, that was a huge, we're very, very fortunate, with that situation. It's something that, Coach Cunningham had talked to the guys about. Actually showed them a video clip of that, very situation that, kind of happened organically in practice. And so we, Coach Cunningham took that on himself to, use that as a coaching moment. And, Malik did a great job being in there listening. And then, that thing presented itself, and, that was a huge play. And, we're very, very fortunate that, not too many times that situation comes up, and we're fortunate, that he was ready, and that our guys were blocking, and, all that kind of stuff. It was a humongous play in the ball game.
Of course, he also put SEMO on Sports Center for the wrong reason a few years ago with a kickoff in the final seconds.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a special kid with that ball in his hands. Not only that big return, but really, down the stretch of that game, there was a lot of things that had to go right to give us a chance. And, one of them was, his return. He got us out there to the 35 on the last return of the day to give us a chance to even, get in field goal range.
Be nice to see that they can test fate again on Saturday, see if more strange moments from the league can happen against SEMO in the special teams area.
Yeah, we'd take it. Be all good with me.
All right.
I got one more for you, Coach, and we'll let you go. I heard what you said after the game, but Marcus Floyd, what a game, 2 interceptions and then the PAT return. So really 3 interceptions for all those yards. Have you seen something like that in your career? Somebody so dominant ball hawking in a game like that?
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen, one kid get 3 or not. That's pretty hard to do, I imagine. I don't know the, stats on it, but I don't recall somebody getting 3 that I've been a part of it. Now I'm getting old, and I forget about half the stuff I used to know, but I don't remember that. That was incredible day for him, really.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for your time this morning. Best of luck Saturday. We'll talk to you again next week.
Okay, thanks.